past. The fact still remains that their part-time military service has served as a stepping stone to propel their future.
Looking for a veterinarian to care for both your small and large animals? Come see me, Dr. Cade Kopenbarger, at Hilltop Animal Health. My staff and I are committed to providing the most up-to-date preventative health care for your pets. We are one of the few veterinary practices in southern Oklahoma that is fully equipped to handle all of your livestock needs to help you achieve the greatest profitability for your livestock. We also do inside boarding for your pets with weekend drop-offs and dismissals. Come see me, Dr. Cade Kopenbarger, at Hilltop Animal Health in Davis.
Hey, look at this. I just got totally free checking at Vision Bank.
Vision Bank has free checking?
Totally free. And I got a free gift when I opened my account.
No monthly service charge?
No. Plus I have free bill pay, free online banking, and a free instant issue debit card.
And it's all free?
Yes. Plus they have 3 totally free account options and 2 of them pay interest.
And they have it right here at Vision Bank?
Yes, at all 8 Vision Bank locations.
So totally free checking at Vision Bank.
Now you've got it.
Get all the details and start saving today with totally free checking at Vision Bank, member FDIC.
Win the day! Go Wolves!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Hal pregame show. I'm your host, Duncan Harness, and technically I'm alone, but because I was feeling so lonely, this is my co-host, George. George, say hi. Yes. Now, before we get into our pregame show, I'd like to quickly thank my ex-co-host, Mateo Martin, and my other ex-co-host, Kyler Drake, who you usually see sitting right here, for doing a great job on the news that you most likely saw before this because, well, it played before this. Thank you both for kicking me out of my old job and leaving me here with George. With that, let's go ahead and get on into the actual pregame show, what the majority of you are here for. Welcome to playoffs. We are moments away from the first-round playoff game against the Holdenville Wolverines at home. This is going to be a very exciting game for Holdenville and Davis alike. I'm excited. George is excited. Everyone behind the camera is excited. Most of you at home are excited. And let's go ahead and get on into picking apart Holdenville and seeing what they have in store for us. Now, the big thing that I saw one of the big things I saw on film was their offensive line. I like to key in on the offensive line and see what they're working with there because, you know, that's usually a very important part of a team's offense and a team in general. So with that being said, Holdenville's offensive line is fairly average. The majority of their talent on that line comes from their center and their 2 guards, big, strong guys with lots of discipline. They're very good at keying in on who needs to be blocked, picking up blitzes, creating gaps for running backs to get through. And on pass blocking, you know, they're very good at keeping the block where it needs to be. Now, with that being said, on the outside, talking about their tackles and their tight ends, they're blocking tight ends, they struggle a little bit there. They're smaller guys, not as strong, and a lot of the time the edge pressure does seem to get to them, which does cause some issues for their quarterback, which we will get into in a minute. Now, as is tradition, it seems to be tradition anyway, in Oklahoma, we like to run the ball here. Holdenville, much like Davis, is a very good example of that, as they tend to run the ball a lot. Sometimes, I think, more than we do, which I know is not true, but it seems like it. Their running back definitely does contribute to that. He is a very strong kid. He's not as fast. He's not very shifty, but from what I have watched, he is very strong, and he is definitely all about contact. He likes to fight for yards after contact. And a good example of that is actually from some film that I watched from their last game against Community Christian. He fought for 14 yards after initial contact, which is very impressive. That's extremely impressive for 14 yards. Wow. Now, because of the edge pressure that they do face, a lot of the time they tend to run the ball up the middle, lots of dives. You know, they don't really tend to go to the outside. When they do, it's not as successful, but the run game is definitely where their offense finds the majority of their success. Now, they don't pass the ball a whole lot. And one of the big reasons for that is their quarterback, he lacks a little bit of discipline back there. And a lot of that is contributed, or a lot of that, pardon me, a lot of that is caused, not contributed, caused by the edge pressure that does tend to get to him from the tackles and the tight end shortly. Now, on the other side of the ball, their defense is not as talented. You know, they have their moments. Their defensive line, you know, they're not very strong. They're fairly slow off the snap, and a lot of the times they have issues putting on pressure and getting into the backfield, which, you know, that's not very good. And the secondary doesn't help too. You know, their secondary is slow in coverage. They're also very slow with their reaction time. And when I say that, I'm talking about, you know, if play actions going deep into coverage, realizing it's a run, you know, they're not very quick on picking that up and keying into that. So, you know, that allows for lots of yards on runs and, you know, lots of separation when it comes to pass plays. And, you know, that's definitely an issue. They allow a lot of points against them. And, you know, that's probably a lot of their struggle there. That's definitely their, what's the term? Their Achilles tendon? That's very wrong. Ignore what I said there. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment.
Jewelry, watch repair, and custom jewelry.
Everyone knows that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. You need something good to kickstart your morning. Donuts has a variety of coffee beverages, donuts, and my personal favorite, pig in the blankets. They even have a built-in drive-thru or an inside dining area. Donuts is located on Main Street. They are a proud sponsor of Davis Public Schools.
Arbuckle Mountain Fried Pies, located off I-35, exit 51 near Davis, Oklahoma, has been serving customers for more than 30 years. All pie fillings are made fresh daily and stuffed inside the pie crust for a dessert unlike any other. Flavors range from cream pies, fruit pies, and even breakfast pies.
Sooner Pharmacy provides a variety of healthcare services. We accept e-prescriptions and we also offer delivery services. Sooner Pharmacy is handicap accessible. Sooner Pharmacy is located at 705 East Main Street inside Sooner Foods.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching those commercials. We put a lot of time and effort into that. And thank you to all the businesses that sponsor and support us. It means a lot. Now, let's go ahead and get into easily my favorite part, George's favorite part, and probably some of your favorite part, the Davis Wolves. Now, as the majority of you know, Davis is 6-3 going into the playoffs. That puts us in third in our district, which is very good for us and gave us the home field advantage. Now, Davis has lots and lots of good and a few bads, not lots of bads. Their offense has been very, very good this year. Run game has been very consistent, what is the word, George? It has been very consistent. Yes, it's been a very big key factor of this offense. And just like it is throughout the majority of time, our offensive line, you know, we're being able to open up the holes for our running backs to get in and get yards. The biggest issue which I have said for the last few weeks, is we do have a tendency to run sideline to sideline instead of end zone to end zone. We tend to want to beat the man to the outside and get big breaks, which sometimes, is costly for us, and we do end up losing yards. So I like to say that, work on verticality, hit holes where you see them, and get yards, even if it's only 3 or 4. I mean, that's more than losing 1 or 2 yards. Now, Davis, throughout this year, has proved a lot in the passing game as well. Our quarterback, Colin Delaney, and his favorite target on the outside, Colton McGahey, have been very, very good this year. We have completed a lot more passes, and we've attempted a lot more passes than we have in previous years. And, I definitely think against Holdenville in this game, that could be a key factor for us in defeating them, because, Davis has been known for over the last, 50 years to run the ball quite a bit. And Holdenville probably isn't expecting us to air it out very deep. But we'll see what that has in store for us. Now, on the other side of the ball for defense, our defense actually looks pretty good. Our defensive line, I don't believe they'll have any issues applying pressure to Holdenville, even on the inside. And the edge pressure, I believe we are going to be getting a lot of edge pressure, and I hope our defense definitely does key in on that weakness. Now, our secondary has also been very good this year. We're not allowing a whole lot of separations between corners and receivers, not allowing them to develop their routes fully. We are also definitely reading plays very well, and we have some very quick reaction time between running defense and pass defense, which is definitely good. Taking that and mixing it with the edge pressure and the lack of discipline that Holdenville's quarterback has, I do believe that if they do throw the ball, our secondary will probably get a lot of action tonight. I'm talking big interceptions and very big defensive plays. I think George agrees with that as well. Now, Davis's last game of the season was against Frederick at home. If you did not watch that game live, I highly, highly recommend you go back on YouTube, onto our YouTube page. It's this one right here. And you watch that game. That was a phenomenal game. Davis did beat Frederick in second overtime. And after that, it definitely proved to me that Davis is willing to win the game by any means necessary, by getting in there and fighting until the very end, very much so bringing out the dog in them. And, I think we're not going to have to go that far in this game, but as we progress in the playoffs and, the more talented teams make it through and we have harder and harder competition, I don't believe that there's going to be a struggle for us to keep ourselves in the game because, we like to fight until the very end. In this game, if we are to pick who's the more talented team, I do believe that Davis does have more talented players, overall has a more talented team than Holdenville does. And not that it necessarily matters. I think definitely the biggest factor to me, and I've said this before, is having the drive and the want to win the game, who has more motivation to stick it out and make it all the way through. Now, Davis and Holdenville, they don't have a long-running history like Davis and Sulphur do, like Davis and Comanche do. They have actually only played each other 5 times until now. Their first game was played in 1980. Davis has won all 5 of those games against Holdenville, which is a little surprising. A majority of the time, the teams get a best on us, at least one. Now, last time we did play Holdenville was in 2003. I don't have it written down on my notes if that was a regular season game or a postseason game. That's my fault. George is apologizing to you all as well. So we did play them in 2003, and we beat them 55-8. So if precedent is a key fact here, keep that in your mind. Now, this is playoffs, as I mentioned, and it's a home playoff game for Davis. And Davis actually has a very interesting facts here. Davis has a home playoff record of all time, that is, from their first home playoff game until their most recent. They have a all-time record of 66-12 and a first-round home record of 34-3, which is a very, very good record. I mean, we've only ever lost 3 first-round home games. So will this be the 4th, or will we tack this on to the win here? I guess we don't really know. Holdenville, they haven't made the playoffs frequently. They are actually 18-20 all time in playoffs. So they've lost a few more games than they have won some. However, a lot of those games are relatively close, except for when they play us, of course, 55-8. Davis has the second.
We are live from Wolves Field. This is Brad Bentley, and we got the whole crew tonight. The gang is all here. Jared Morris, Bobby Alexander. Bobby Alexander, recently out of the medical tent, has been back to join us this evening.
It's Christmas in the booth, Brad.
It is good to be back. I will say you guys have called me Little Santa enough that it's a little bittersweet because I actually ordered a Santa suit, and I was going to be on my roof in the Santa suit tonight. So.
Hey, the night's still early.
It is still early. You never know. You never know.
All right. So Davis, first round of the playoffs tonight against the Holdenville Wolverines. So Davis will kick off. Holdenville back deep has, I believe that's number 3 for Holdenville.
That is, he's not here.
He's not here. Okay.
He doesn't exist, Brad.
Okay. Well, I think he's there, but maybe not.
We're just going to hope he's not there. And we're
so
the
Wolves coming off that big double overtime game last week against the Frederick Bombers came in with some momentum. We'll see how the Wolves are going to get started here. Lane, the Hammer Rawls to kick off here. Short onside goes directly off the man up front. He's able to secure the ball, and Holdenville will have 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ball recovered by number 88, Leighton Richmond, a senior for the Wolverines.
So we'll see what the Wolves come out in this week defensively. You know, there's been some changes from that Tampa 2 defense to more of a one-look safety with a 6-man or a 5-3 look up front. And it looks like that's what they're going to come out in again this evening, with Dulaney being the single safety out deep. So.
Eventually we'll play football, Brad.
Yeah, it looks like it. So I know we were talking earlier, the Holdenville roster we got is showing 40 kids, but they do not have very many on the sideline.
There's not 40 kids over there.
They may
no way that's 40 kids over
25, 26 kids maybe, so they're pretty low numbers-wise. High snap.
Stop going to be by, now I forgot his name.
Who was it? 22.
Drew
it looks
Parks.
like Drew Parks.
And
not a good start to the game, Jared.
We're
going to kick you
awful.
off.
Tanner Claxton.
Tanner Claxton, there you go. So no gain of about 4 on that first down. Kind of a busted play where the quarterback just picked up what he could.
I was going to ask you, Brad, how badly you want those gentlemen in the white and blue jerseys to get smashed.
So you know I am a Wewoka guy originally, so I always have to root against Seminole and root against Holdenville. That is for sure. So I would like any win is a good win.
Right.
When you can beat either of those two teams, it's a better win.
And shout out to my dad, who is a Holdenville Wolverine alumni. So
there you go.
We won't hold that against him tonight.
I know,
Short gain there on second down is going to bring up
he was
3rd
a band
and 4.
kid, so it's fine.
46 from the 46-yard line. 10:57 to go. 0-0 ball game. Holdenville with their first offensive series. So Holdenville with a look more of a split tee or wing look is going to put the ball in the air. Not a well-thrown ball behind the receiver. It's incomplete. It's going to bring up a 4th and about 4 yards.
Colton McGahey on the coverage there for the Wolves.
So in Holdenville on the Davis 46-yard line, I've got a feeling we're going to see them go for it here. 4th and 4.
I kind of figure they're thinking like they don't have a lot to lose.
Nope,
they're just this is almost an extra game for them.
Spread look this time with trips to the far side of the field. He's going to roll back. I thought he was going to get into a pistol formation. We've got a flag down. It's going to be against them.
It's going to be a false start.
False start or motion penalty here. So it's going to bring them back. It's now going to be 4th and 9. It'll be more interesting now to see if they want to go ahead and punt the ball. Illegal procedure is the call.
I think you're right. I mean, I really don't think you're going to see them punt very much tonight. This is an extra game for them, and they're going to put everything they got out there.
So they are going to go for it on 4th and 9. Pass is going to intend it down deep.
Good coverage by number 4.
Number 4, Tough Hammonds
deep
there in
to
coverage.
number 80.
So it's going to be a turnover on downs there. That was number 80 who caught that, wasn't it?
It was number 80.
Now, Carter,
right?
Carter has a unique first name. Now,
He
how do you
has a
pronounce
first
that?
name. You sorry sucker.
I'm going to let you have that one, Mr.
honestly,
Morse.
I'm going to say it's Fakhri.
Okay.
Because it's F-A-Khri.
I think that's probably right. So Carter, the intended receiver,
it made
there.
me sweat a little bit.
So Dulaney, heavy formation here by the Wolves. Played well underneath. Parks is able to pick up nothing on that first down play.
It's a good Wolverines got through there pretty quick and shut that one down.
Well, you know, that number 70 in the middle of that line is a big kid.
He's a big boy.
You know, I mean, he gets a little push through there. He's standing in front of some rather small guys
Bobby,
on the other side.
He's listed. So Jacob McElroy, or McElroy, however you want to say it, 6'3", 300.
Yeah, he's a big kid.
He's every bit of that 300.
So Dulaney back under center, flexbone formation here. Looking to get out on the edge. Quarterback's going to keep. Played pretty well by the defense there. Picks up a couple yards, but not a whole lot available to him.
We're going to get back to, a couple passes.
So after the loss of 2, it's going to bring up down a third and about 8 yards here. 3rd and 7.
Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Tanner Claxton does play center for us, correct?
So Claxton is a center for us, as is Bolding.
Okay.
So,
well, neither one of those guys are real big.
Nope.
And they're having to line up with that behemoth of a kid, and holding their own so far in at least that play.
So 3rd and 8 here. Quick pitch out on the edge. Wow, nothing doing there.
Nothing at all.
So that was Brandon Blankenship on the carry. Again, a loss of about 1 yard there. You know, we talked earlier, Jared, about kind of what I think about Holdenville. I do got to give a shout out to Coach Eric Bradley, a former teammate of mine who is the Wewoka Tiger head coach that I think is listening in right now. So again, he shot me a message earlier. So really proud.
Shout out to Coach Bradley.
Proud to call Eric a friend and see what he's doing. Undefeated team, ranked in the top 5. You know, you got to like that. So shout out to them. So punt's going to roll down to the 8-yard line. Davis is going to take over, or excuse me, Holdenville is going to take over after the punt. So Holdenville's second possession after the 4 and out. They went for it on 4th down and were stopped. This time they're going to have a long field starting at their own 8. Again, very slow start offensively for the Wolves that time. So Davis out in a 5-3 look with the single safety over the top. Quarterback's just going to keep on a straight dive. He's going to be met in the hole that time by number 24, Lane the Hammer Rawls. It's going to be a gain of a pretty good run on 1st down where it was just a straight quarterback dive.
So I got a message. Somebody defended themselves against us. So this is from my dad. And he's saying blue and gold forever.
Okay,
wow.
There you go.
Wow.
So 2nd and 7.
I'm ashamed right now.
Ball at the 11. Handoff is to the tailback. He's ran down from the backside there by number 75, Moore.
That was a good job by Gavin. He saw that play going back the other way, was able to get across and make that tackle.
Now, I think that was actually Connor Moore, though, if I'm not mistaken.
Moore. I think I messed that up there.
That's
what happens when you're out for 2 weeks.
They're both Moores, so you got one of them. So 3rd and 7 now from the 12-yard line. So again, this is good place if we can get a stop here, create a short field or good field position for the Wolves. Drop back to pass. Quarterback is looking for anything. They've kind of got he's still looking. They kind of had him spied there by Rawls. He's going to throw the ball, but Man, I didn't know if he was past the line of scrimmage. We do have 2 flags laid, which may be a targeting call here. So,
well, I know. I actually think they're going to be a holding call, but I'm going to be shocked if they don't do something about that because he hit him square in the helmet.
It was okay, so there was a penalty on Holdenville. Let's see what the other call, if there was one. Wow, okay, so both penalties were on Holdenville. Illegal man downfield.
I'm a little shocked that they didn't call something on.
Yeah, me too on that one. So that's going to move them back, though. And again, that was a good job by the quarterback of kind of extending the play, making the completion, and looking like he had picked up the first down. But the penalty is going to move them back. So they are looking. It looks like now it's going to be a 3rd and 11 from the spot of the foul there. Quarterback drops back to pass. Wolves are back in coverage. Quarterback's going to tuck it and run. Just not going to be able to pick up enough there. Picks up a short gain.
He did, and Brad, he was holding the ball like it was a loaf of bread. I was surprised it didn't pop out there.
Connor Moore there and Gavin Moore both in on the play. Connor Moore pretty explosive early on, and they're coming out 4th and 6 from their own 13-yard line. Looks like Holdenville is going to go for it here. It's a quick kick. So it's fielded by number 4, Tough Hammonds. They're going to say that he fair caught that. I didn't see that.
I don't know that they were going to call it so much a fair caught. His knee was actually on the ground when he caught the ball.
Okay. So the Wolves will take over. So another good starting position or starting field position for the Wolves, starting at the 47-yard line. 6:47 to go in the first quarter, 0-0 ball game. Davis's second offensive possession after the 3-and-out. Davis back in the flexbone formation. 2 receivers to the near side of the field. Quarterback back in the shotgun. So Dulaney looking to establish the run. Fullback. Parks picks up what he can. A little bit better first down that time. Picks up about, I'd say around 3 or 4 yards there on first down, which is kind of what you want on that fullback dive. Again, the Wolves really didn't try and feature the fullback on that first series. It looks like they're going to go back to kind of that power game to kind of open up the outside. Again, it was real obvious on that first series that they're going to sell out to stop the perimeter run game of the Wolves and the quarterback run game. So they're going to have to really kind of hit the middle of the field there. So
yeah, you're going to just punch it right up the middle. Got
2nd and 6 now. Again,
there
Wolves go back to the field. Lane Rawls on the long run here. Brought down at about the 8-yard line. Again, the hammer.
Rumbling and stumbling, Lane Rawls, the hammer. And he had a wide open run right outside. All he had was one man to beat.
Again, they were overloaded on the edges there. Kind of gave that fullback dive, and Lane is able to take advantage of it for a long run down to the 10-yard line. 33-yard run by Lane Rawls, the hammer. So again, that we talked about the Wolves kind of going back to that heavy set where they're going to be handing off a lot of fullback dive, and again, it's back-to-back plays here.
Yeah.
Low snap, ball's on the ground. It looks like Holdenville has recovered.
Man.
So Holdenville does recover, so sloppy snap there right on the 10-yard line.
Shoot yourself right in the foot right after that.
So again, don't know if it was a bad snap or if it's just a fumbled snap, but Holdenville is able to recover. Holdenville will have their 3rd offensive series now. Again, first one was a 4-down play. The second one was a 3-and-out, so we'll see what they're able to do this time. Trips formation to the near side of the field for Holdenville. Holdenville is just going to tuck the ball at quarterback and run. He's got a little bit of room to run.
Number 2, Cox on the carry.
So the Holdenville starting from their own 15-yard lines, able to get down at about 7 yards on that first down play. We've got a timeout by Davis. With that, we will also take a quick timeout. You're listening to the Ground and Pound Wishbone Show. This is Brad Bentley, Jared Morrison, Bobby Alexander. We'll be back.
Looking for a veterinarian to care for both your small and large animals? Come see me, Dr. Cade Kopenbarger, at Hilltop Animal Health. My staff and I are committed to providing the most up-to-date preventative health care for your pets. We are one of the few veterinary practices in southern Oklahoma that is fully equipped to handle all of your livestock needs to help you achieve the greatest profitability for your livestock. We also do inside boarding for your pets with weekend drop-offs and dismissals. Come see me, Dr. Cade Kopenbarger, at Hilltop Animal Health in Davis.
Second and 3, short handoff this time is going to be brought down for a loss. Again, played very well by the Wolves. A host of defenders there. McGahey, Claxton, Parks, and also it looks like Lathan Dickinson all in on those plays. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 3 now, or 3rd and 4 after that 1-yard loss. Goes back to the 21-yard line. Again, Holdenville's back out in that trips formation to the near side. Quarterback, I think, is going to look to run, and he does. Played that well by Connor Moore that time. Still looking to run, picks up what he can. Pass is thrown. It looks like it is caught, just past the stick. Nice play that time. The quarterback
caught by number 7, Amarius. Ooh, I'll go with that, Mr. Mapes. Kikison.
There we go. So 1st and 10, first down tonight for either team. It's picked up by the Wolverines. 4:42 to go in the first quarter, 0-0 ball game. Kind of been a sloppy game early. Definitely won by both defenses early on. Ball's now at the 29-yard line, 1st and 10. Handoff goes to the tailback, number 4, and he is met almost at the line of scrimmage. Maybe picks up 1 here.
22, Parks on the stop.
Parks in on that play. We're going to give him a gain of 1. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 9 from what looks like about the 30 or 31-yard line.
Gain of a yard on the play. 2nd and 9 from the 30.
So different look this time. Straight I formation, a heavy I formation look for Holdenville. And again, they're unable to get anything going. Again, Wolves play that very well. Controlled up front by Gavin Moore that time.
Plugging up all the holes and keeping them from getting through to the second level.
So no gain that time. And again, they were in a stacked I that time where you've got 3 backs behind the quarterback, unable to pick anything up. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 from the 31-yard line. Again, this first quarter went pretty fast. Been a lot of offensive series for both teams. Nobody really able to do anything. 1 first down in the game so far, and that's by Holdenville. Holdenville facing a 3rd and 8. We've got a false start by Holdenville.
He was 5 yards the other way.
You know, I thought he was going to be beyond the first down marker before they snapped the ball.
It looked like the old arena football yo-yo
He was going to run and start, yeah.
So
man, that would be cool. Why
back.
can't we do that?
Be a loss of 5 on that.
Only problem is he forgot to start about 10 yards deep.
Yeah, you know, or run backwards before he started coming back.
So 3rd and 13 now, 3:07 to go in the first quarter. Wolves leading. I guess we're leading 0-0.
Yeah, we're leading 0-0.
That's the higher part of 0. Yeah.
That's a glass half full there, guys.
That's exactly right.
Like
so
it.
Trips formation to the near side. Quarterback is going to look to throw the ball again. This time he's intending downfield.
Oh, come on!
The only one around that play, number 31, Colton McGahey for the Wolves, and he just kind of dropped that sure interception. But again, he was in the right position, I guess, is the key feeling on that one. So
I don't even know where their quarterback was going with the ball there.
I'm not real sure either, Bobby, because there was nobody out there.
Yeah.
Brings up 4th down.
So 4th down and 13 for the Holdenville Wolverines. Back deep for the Wolves is Tough Hammonds at about the 40-yard line. Short kick this time, high kick. It's going to hit about the 50 and roll down to what looks like about the 43-yard line. So the Wolves will take over at the 43. The one thing I can say about Davis is, this will be the 3rd possession where they've had great field possession. Yeah. And, they've got to take advantage of this good field position. First one was at the 49-yard line. Second one at the 47. This one at what looks like it's about the 43. So, the Wolves, that last one got all the way down to the 10 before the turnover. So, again, we need to get something going here and get some points on the board here.
Absolutely.
Dulaney back in the shotgun, flex bone formation. Britt there fakes the going into motion. Fakes it again. This time the handoff goes to the fullback, Rawls. Rawls, after that long 33-yard run, is able to pick up about 6 yards or 5 yards on the first down play here. So again, they've had something going with the Rawls fullback dive so far. Haven't had a lot out on the edge, but I think that will come as long as we continue to force the middle.
You know, they keep using Rawls to pound 3-4 yards every play up the middle. That's going to open up those outside plays.
So again, same look this time, except the quarterback's going to keep out on the edge. Does a good job following his blockers this time.
Yeah.
Dulaney gets down to about a yard short of the first down.
About a yard short.
They're telling them to move the
Wow,
sticks, guys. They're going to get the first down.
That was a friendly spot.
Thanks, Santa. That was a Christmas present.
Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't even – he didn't walk up to the ball and look across to anything.
No.
He was signaling from 2 or 3 yards behind it. And so
Merry Christmas to us.
So 1:47 to go in the first quarter, 0-0 ball game. Wolves now on the Holdenville side of the field. Handoff goes to the fullback again. Fullback's going to pick up about 6 on first down here.
Just keeps those legs going, puts his head in there as hard as he can.
So the Wolves now at the Holdenville 40, 1:23 to go in the first quarter.
Second and 3 from the Holdenville 40.
So again, I'm an old school guy here. If something's working, keep going to it until they
Absolutely.
stop. And the fullback dive game has been pounding Holdenville up front. So I'd like to see that continue. So back in the flex bone formation, quarterback's going to look to pass. Ball is going to be intended for 5. Britt, wide open on a wheel route out of the backfield.
I think he was overshot just a hair. I mean, he did get a hand on it.
I am with you on the sense of, hey, if that's working, keep doing it.
Yep.
But that's why you keep doing it.
Sure.
Is because that opens that play right there
Sure
up.
It does.
And left Britt wide open right there. I don't know that anybody would have stopped him had he caught the ball.
Got to catch that ball though, because he was wide open. And again, it was little overthrown, but not by much.
Yep.
So again, 3rd and 3 now. Wolves are going to run the option out on the edge.
Go, Brandon.
Brandon
Go,
Blankenship
Brandon.
with the first down. We do have a flag, so it looks like they're going to call a hold on the edge, I believe.
I think they're actually going to get number 2, I believe, is Jake Parker. I think they're going to get him for a block in the back.
Block in the back.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's going to move it back after what looked like a first down pickup there.
Whoa.
So it is going to be an illegal block in the back. You're exactly right. It's going to replay 3rd down, but now it's going to be a 3rd and about 11.
Oh, man.
So instead of a 3rd and 3, which we picked up now, it looks like it's going to be a 3rd and 11. Ball's going to be brought back to the 47-yard line. Bunch formation here, still in the flex bone. 31 with McGahey is running a reverse out on the edge. He's got some speed.
Got it.
Breaks a tackle, picks up the first down, and gets ran out of bounds at about the 25-yard line, but picks up the first down.
Right on. Little jet sweep.
Little jet sweep reverse. Good job picking up the first down by the Wolves.
And that works, too, because Colton can move. He's got wheels.
He outran 2 defenders there to the stick, picks up a couple yards. So 21 seconds to go in the first quarter. It looks like it's going to be a 0-0 first quarter.
Flew by in a hurry.
So last possession, really the Wolves kind of got the offense rolling. This one looks like it's going to continue. Turnover kind of stopped them last possession. We'll see if they're able to punch one in this time. 15 seconds. We'll see if we can get a playoff here before the end of the first quarter. They are going to get one off, it looks like.
4-6-0-5-1-3. You have that winning ticket number, please.
So Dulaney hands off underneath to Blankenship.
Blankenship
Blankenship is going to score.
That's touchdown.
So Blankenship on a straight underneath run picks up the 30-yard touchdown as the first quarter ends. So
you know, you put Rawls through that middle so many times, and even Dulaney, to an extent, big guys, not real fast, but big bodies coming through there, and then you kind of throw Blankenship back up through that middle, and he's super fast.
It looked like, I could not tell, but it looked like they may have ran a trap to Blankenship back underneath. Now back to kick.
It looked like, I would agree with you, Brad.
Looks like back to kick now is Justin Eidelman. Snaps down. Good job by good job of Dulaney of just kind of getting a bad snap and posting it. Wolves able to kick the extra point, now lead 7-0.
I'll take
at the start of the second quarter. So we'll keep it here. Again, that's kind of what we expected to see from the Wolves. First, the last series, that's kind of what we got down to about the 10 when they turned the ball over. But this time the Wolves take over again, good field position, are actually able to build a lead here now, leading 7-0.
You know, I don't want to, to say what caused, them to kind of be that sluggish a little bit the first series or two, but those emotions from last week and everybody being hyped up about the playoffs being this week and everything, you want everybody to be pumped up and ready to go. But at the same time, you want to be collected enough that you're ready to play this game and play every down. And it looked like that drive, they got settled in, ready for this game, and went right down the field.
And I'll give credit to the coaching staff, and then this was also pointed out to me good clock management. Letting that get down and making that the last play of the quarter, that works out for you. That gives you more time in the next quarter to do something else.
So the Wolves leading 7-0 started the second quarter here. And again, we know where the winner of this game will be playing next week because the team they're playing had a bye. So Community Christian is where the winner of this game will be playing next week.
Yeah, if whoever wins this game will travel to CCS next week, right on the side of 35. And we get to that game next week, it's going to be a dogfight.
Sure it is.
So
CCS finished as runner-up in their district. They're a good team. That's the district that also features Washington, which is a top 5 team in 2A. So again, they're played them a competitive game. CCS did. So, one thing I know you and I talked about before the game actually started is CCS is not part of the NFSA
that is correct. Yep.
network. So, it is something we may be able to broadcast the game next week. That will be to be determined.
Yep, absolutely.
There is a fee associated each time we broadcast these games, not just any game in the playoff. We are paying a fee to broadcast. So deep kick this time is going to hit. He is met almost immediately. Nice job that time being tackled for a loss. As soon as a guy caught the kickoff, retreated about one step and was brought down immediately by Lathan Dickinson.
Caught by number 22, Jacob Young, and then he had nowhere to go.
That's exactly right. Dickinson there on the tackle. So they're going to start at their own 23-yard line after that kickoff. Good, nice kick that time, deeper onside kick. And again, I didn't know if he was going to be able to field that ball. He did touch the ball hit the ground, and the other guy was able to recover it, but the Wolves were right there when he did. So 1st and 10 for the Wolverines at their own 23-yard line, trailing Davis 7-0. Played well by the defense that time.
Got right in there.
Parks and Claxton, both linebackers, the outside linebacker and the middle linebacker, cleaned that one up almost immediately, and that's going to be a loss of 1 on first down. So you see the Wolves kind of playing with little intensity now. Those first couple series, they were kind of just going through the motions. It looked like to me, but again, you're starting to see him come out now, play Davis football.
Wake up a little bit and warm into it.
So 2nd and 12 now for Holdenville. Trips formation to the near side of the field for them. Empty backfield. Quarterback is just going to tuck the ball and run. Boy, there's not a whole lot there, and I'll tell you what, they're lucky they didn't get a hold out on the edge.
First hit by number 6, Chris Himes.
So it's going to be a gain of, it looks like either no gain or a gain of 1. It's going to be a 3rd and 11. Again, Dickinson kind of got held on the edge and still made the play.
Hey, that was number 6, Chris Hines. Yeah.
Also there for the Wolves, number 6, Chris Hines.
And that was actually Hines in on the tackle, not Dickinson.
I think you could take a pick of about 2 or 3 people and really give to any one of them.
Yeah,
actually.
there was a lot of red.
Well, that's usually what we do when we're announcing the games anyway.
That's right. We just randomly pick people.
Yeah, just random.
So Ooh, nice slant attempt to number 80. Again, is that Carter? Is that number 80's name? I
Yes.
can't remember. Okay, Carter.
Once
it's
I've said
incomplete.
his name once, we just say Carter. That's
Carter,
the way it
yeah.
works in journalism, Brad.
Okay, number 80. The ball is intended for 80, and it's incomplete. So it'll be 4th and 11.
Joe Buckets. I say their name one time.
I think he's trying to bait you there, Mr. Morris.
He is.
Just a little bit.
He is.
Okay, so 4th and 11. Again, they'll come out in a trips formation, but I think this is going to be another quick kick, and it is.
Ooh.
Ball's going to hit about the 50-yard line. Nice bounce that
good
time
bounces.
for Holdenville. Goes out of bounds at about the 40. What do you think that is? About the 40.
It's about
38.
Yeah.
So the Wolves 3 and out there. So come back on offense.
Brad, I'll kind of circle back to what you were talking about a while ago. Next week's game and being on that network. They are not on that network. We, will have the ability to apply to broadcast that game, and if we get to, we have to pay that fee.
Just like we did it this game.
Just like we did this week. And thank you to the people who helped donate for that. We're actually going to post it out on the school website for some of those costs to be able to bring that to you, because we want to do it to you guys and give it to you where you don't have to pay to watch.
Nice handoff this time for Parks. Kind of brought down by the neck there after a gain of about 4 yards.
I thought they might have got a hand under their face mask there, Brad.
Well, the other thing, Bobby, you didn't mention, but we'll bring it up, is it cost us, about $370 to broadcast this
just
game.
Under $370.
This game.
Just this game alone.
So that's about what it hits. Each playoff game we
Yep.
are able to broadcast. And again, we are a school-sponsored event. So just know that your donations is what kind of helps us do this. Handoff goes back to Parks. Another gain of about 3 yards on that. It's going to bring up a 3rd and medium, about 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. And we always appreciate the donations, because that's what funds us to be able to broadcast these games and for you guys to stay at home and be able to enjoy them.
Yep, absolutely.
Next week we will be on the road, so it's an important one, because we want everybody that can't travel to the game to be able to see it.
3rd and 4.
Blankenship fakes going in motion out of the flex bone. Dulaney back in the shotgun. Dulaney's going to pitch out on the edge to Blankenship. Blankenship has got some room to run. He's going to pick up the first and get ran out of bounds at about the 48-yard line.
All right, man, that's like the 2nd or 3rd time I've seen Dulaney really bait that defender into coming after him and then making a really good pitch.
Really good job by Dulaney of making that defender commit to the quarterback.
Every one of their linebackers saw Lane Rawls come through the middle, and they went straight there first.
Right. Yep. And that's that fullback dive. We've talked about the triple option, and in the triple option's first option is always give the ball to the fullback, and that's the way we play.
Yeah.
Dulaney's going to hand off underneath. Again, this time it is Tucker Miller.
Red shoes.
Red shoe Miller.
That's the only one we know that we get him right every time.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank the Lord he wears red shoes. So that's a gain of about 5 there. Ball's going to be spotted at what looks like about the 44-yard line.
8 to 5 yards. 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 for the Wolves. 8:17 to go in the second quarter. Wolves leading 7-0. Same play, ran back the opposite direction this time. Let's see if that was also. This time it looks like, I want to say that was. It looks like this time it was Lathan Dickinson.
Yeah, that is not red
ball.
shoes.
So he's going to be about a yard short on that run. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 1 from the 41-yard line. Again, it's quiet stadium tonight. It's
kind of eerie.
For a playoff game, it's relatively quiet.
Yeah,
a lot of
I
people
agree.
here. It's a good crowd for the Wolves, but relatively quiet. Okay, heavy formation this time for the Wolves. They're going to hand off to Rawls. Rawls is going to pick up that first down, and not much more, maybe another yard.
24, Lane Rawls.
Again, that wing formation there. I know that it has been good for us all year long. Now, Levi Baxter is usually one of the up backs. I know he kind of got dinged up a little bit in his knee, so he is still in there. But I know it's maybe not quite as effective as it has been.
The luxurious locks
of Levi
Baxter.
Yep.
Shout out to the 201 fans we have watching.
Nice. First and 10
tonight.
for the Wolves. At the 39-yard line, they're watching the Wolves lead this playoff game 7-0. Quarterback just on a straight follow is going to keep the ball, picks up the first
Good job,
down.
Colin.
Again, Dulaney fakes the handoff to the fullback, just kind of falls in behind him and follows him through the hole, picks up what he can. Nice job of picking up about 10 yards.
You know, I think you're really starting, and you see Holdenville call a timeout there with, you know, just under 7 minutes to go. You're starting to see a lot of their guys getting up and putting their hands on their hips and holding their head. And, man, there's still a lot of ball game left.
That's the bad part about having 25 guys,
Yeah,
and most of them, they're coming in and out in a hurry.
Yeah,
well, maybe the rest of that 40-something players are going to show up at after halftime.
They may be stuck in a bus somewhere.
Yeah.
There's the hydration cart, Brad.
There you go, my favorite part, the
I
hydration
look up
cart.
and see it. I'm like, Brad's going to say something about the hydration cart.
I've held off the last couple
I
weeks.
was
It's been
proud of you.
difficult. It's difficult, though. It's my favorite thing. You know that. So,
210 people watching. I know we have a few. I believe there are a few Wolverine fans watching.
Nice.
We were asked if anybody was streaming, and so we gave them the information. We're like,
That's
hey,
awesome.
Watch it. So
now they may get a little bit of a homer slant to the game, but that's okay, right?
Yeah.
They will, and that's okay. You know, and we'll try to be as respectful as we can.
We love the Holdenville fans as well.
Yeah,
they are
so.
welcome to join in. So if you're a Wolverine
they
fan,
had a
thank
trip
you for
too. The ones that are
that's
here.
exactly right.
That's
It's not
a little
real
bit
short.
of drive.
So 6:53 to go in the second quarter. Wolves leading 7-0. Ball is at the Holdenville 29-yard line. So after kind of a sluggish start, the Wolves have really started getting on a roll here, both offensively and defensively. Wolves this time, again, coming out in the flexbone formation. Dickinson fakes the quick pitch on the edge. Dulaney looks to throw, just loses his feet.
Yeah, I was going to say, if he could have got back around that corner, he had a lot of room on this side.
And I think it was a designated RPO there where he also had downfield. It looks like I thought it was Chris Himes downfield where it was a run pass off that rollout. Just kind of lost his feet and lost some pretty good yardage on that play. Balls goes all the way back to the 39-yard line. So a loss of about 10. So it's going to be a 2nd and 20, which I never know what the right play call is on 2nd and 20, but I bet you it's a fullback dive. What do you want to bet?
I don't no bet.
Let's see what we get here.
Those aren't Vegas odds.
Nope, it's a quick pitch out on the edge. Blocked very well.
Go.
That was Tucker Miller. Lathan Dickinson out lead blocking for him out. Again, nice pickup on a 2nd and 20. Gain of about, I'd say 9 or 10 on that play. Brings up a 3rd and 10. And obviously we're in a position now where the Wolves will go for it on 4th down if it gets there. Ball spotted down at the 28-yard line, so 3rd and 9. 6:07 to go in the second quarter. Wolves leading 7-0. Wolves are going to have to hurry here. 8 seconds left on the play clock. And we have got a timeout. Again, I didn't think we were going to get that play in time. And, again, they got to the line of scrimmage with 4 seconds to go on the play clock. So the Wolves have to take a quick timeout. With that, we will also take a quick timeout. You're listening to the Ground and Pound Wishbone Show. This is Brad Bentley, Jared Morris, and Bobby Alexander. We'll be back.
Sooner Pharmacy provides a variety of healthcare services. We accept e-prescriptions and we also offer delivery services. Sooner Pharmacy is handicap accessible. Sooner Pharmacy is located at 705 East Main Street inside Sooner Foods.
So we are back. 6:01 to go in the first half. Wolves leading 7-0. They are on the Holdenville 28-yard line facing a 3rd and 9.
Let's have it now. 4-6-0-3-4-3.
So it's nice having the whole gang back tonight, isn't it, gentlemen?
And it's good to be back. You know, one thing I was going to ask about, you know, seeing from the med tent, it's kind of hard. But something I'm noticing tonight is we're not seeing a lot of those wide receivers run those plays in. It's more the quarterback coming to Coach Owens.
Ooh, nice play that time by Lathan Dickinson. Kind of did a hurdle over a guy that was down on the field. Gets all the way down to what looks like about the about the 5-yard line, I'd guess. But yes, you're exactly right, Bobby. You're seeing the quarterback actually almost coming to get the play
from
himself.
the sideline, right? Yeah, and I'm used to seeing that wide receiver kind of run that play in for Davis. That's kind of been the standard all the time. But like Cody Caraway went in that for this upcoming play, and he was out there in the huddle before Colin even made it over here to get the play. So
I know some coaches like to do that because it kind of gets them some one-on-one time with the quarterback, who's kind of the leader. First and goal now for the Wolves at the 7-yard line. Handoff goes to number 9, Tucker Miller.
He got
a couple, but not much. Immediately gets kind of upended after maybe a gain of 2. So bring up a second about 4, or second goal from the 4.
Yeah.
Inside the 5-yard line. Second and goal.
So the Wolves kind of been pretty methodical here most of this game after those first couple series. Dulaney's going to be under center this time. They are back in that heavy formation. Heavy formation looks a little bit different. He's going to score.
That's Lane Rawls.
Rawls there scores, but again, that was a little bit. I say a heavy formation, but it really wasn't a heavy formation when your two wing backs are Lathan Dickinson and Tucker Miller.
No, it's not real heavy, but it's effective.
Yeah. So again, Lane Rawls on the touchdown. The Wolves now lead 13-0 with 4:45 to go, with the extra point to come. Justin Eidelman to kick here.
And every week, he has gotten better.
He has got better. Good kick, or excuse me, good spot. Boy, they called it. I'll tell you what, we had a bad angle because I thought
like it was trailing a little bit.
Yeah, 14-0 now with 4:45 to go in the first half. Wolves leading.
Again, I'm only speaking from watching from afar the last couple of games, and specifically last week, and what I just saw in the last 2 series with Davis. This is more of a Davis style that I'm used to seeing over the last, so many years. Methodical. Last week you saw that fight till the very end. Some people say that, Frederick might have, season long been the better team, but they fought till the end and they took them out. Because that's just what Davis does, and so it's good to see that kind of coming back.
What I've really enjoyed is, kind of a real staple for Davis over the years has been we win the second half. We win the second half. We wear them out running the ball at them in the first half, and that really seemed to play true last week.
Yeah, absolutely.
And again, it looks like if this continues, I think you're going to see it again this week, where you see those long methodical drives, and they just take the wind out of that opposing team, especially when you really don't have a lot of kids to substitute.
Right, you have not a lot of depth to be able to send players in and out. It's always kind of been one of Davis's strong points is next man up.
So 4:45 to go in the first half. Davis now leading 14-0. Lane the Hammer Rawls to kick off here. Rawls long, deep, directional kick's going to go out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. So that last drive by the Wolves, that was actually looks like a 12-play drive. Again, still fairly good field position in that it started on the Davis 38-yard line. But again, 12-play drive, that's what we want to see. That's going to eat up a lot of clock. This will be Holdenville's 5th offensive series. And again, the Davis defense has played pretty well through 5 series. Holdenville's only picked up that single first down. So
Holdenville has it at the 35.
Holdenville will start at their own 35-yard line, trailing 14-0. Handoff goes underneath to the tailback. He's met behind the line of scrimmage and brought down almost immediately by 75, Connor Moore. Good job, Moore, there playing the backside defensive end. A lot of times teams will leave that player unblocked, and if the defender is paying attention, a lot of times he can follow that tailback and make the backside play, especially if it's a slow developing play like that one was. So gain of 1 on that for the Holdenville Wolverines. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 9 from the 36-yard line. Wolves in a 5-3 look defensively. Throw a quick pitch out on the edge.
Well, he's going to be met again by a whole bunch of them.
Boy, he's lucky, too, because out there, Lathan Dickinson kind of had a shot at him behind the line of scrimmage. unable to make the play, but a host of Wolves do after a short gain, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 or 6.
Number 8, Lathan Dickinson. 75.
So 3:42 to go before halftime here. I'd like to see us get off the field on this 3rd and 7 and see if we can't put some more points on the board before halftime.
Brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 7 for the
So quarterback, quick pitch out on the edge. It's going to be met after he's going to lose yardage on that play. So that's going to bring up a 4th down now. 4th and probably maybe he got back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe lost
again
a
by
yard.
Lathan Dickinson there.
Going to bring up a 4th and 7. Holdenville on their side of the field at what looks like about the 36-yard line. Back in a trips formation, just to kind of spread that punt return team back deep for the Wolves is Tough Hammonds. Low punt this time. Is going to hit it about the 40 and roll down to about the 44-yard line. So Wolves will take over. 2:57 to go before halftime at their own 34-yard line. Again, here's where you like to see them do something a little explosive and get some points on the board. Wolves will get the ball coming out of halftime.
You know, going up 3 scores and going into halftime knowing you're getting the ball back is obviously going to put a damper on Holdenville and make it really tough for them coming out of the locker room.
So do you think they will put the ball in the air here? Or do you think we will?
I think you're going to look. I think you're going to look for them to try to put some points on the board.
So again, quarterback looks to run the option. Nice read that time of the quarterback. Really wasn't a lot there. Couldn't pitch, so he's going to keep it and pick up about 2 on that first down play.
Stop made by 82 Smith and 88 Richmond.
Holdenville overplaying the running back there. Quarterback cut back in, got what he could. Let's bring up a 2nd and 7 from the 37-yard line. Flexbone formation again this time. Fake goes out to the fullback. Go! Pitch goes to Blankenship. Blankenship's got some room
Brandon.
to run.
Go,
He's
Brandon!
At the 30. He's at the 20.
He's got it.
10.
That's
Touchdown. Nice job that time on the 63-yard touchdown run by Brandon Blankenship.
Made a quick move, and he was out of there, Brad.
So 3-play drive. The Wolves are on the board again, and I'll tell you what, that didn't take much time off the clock.
No.
So Brandon Blankenship with the 63-yard touchdown run. And again, when I saw 75 as the only defender for Holdenville out on that edge in pursuit, 75 is not a little guy.
No, and
there's no way he's going to make that tackle.
He's not keeping up with Brandon.
So Justin Idleman's extra point attempt is up. It looks like it is no good. So with 2:16 to go now in the second quarter, it is now 20-0, Wolves leading. We will take a quick break. This is the Howells broadcast of the Ground and Pound Wishbone Show. We'll be back.
Hey, look at this. I just got totally free checking at Vision Bank.
Vision Bank has free checking?
Totally free. And I got a free gift when I opened my account.
No monthly service charge.
No. Plus I have free bill pay, free online banking, and a free instant issue debit card.
And it's all free?
Yes. Plus they have 3 totally free account options and 2 of them pay interest.
And they have it right here at Vision Bank?
Yes, at all 8 Vision Bank locations.
So totally free checking at Vision Bank.
Now you've got it.
Get all the details and start saving today with totally free checking at Vision Bank. Member FDIC.
Win the day! Go Wolves!
So we are back. 2:16 to go before halftime. The Wolves take about 35 seconds off the clock there to punch in another score. So 20-0
But it looked really
now.
cool, Brad.
It did look cool. So we talked about the Wolves kind of coming out kind of flat there, and they have. Last 3 series, both offensively and defensively, they've just been dominant, kind of what we expected.
So, Brad, if you're Holdenville right here and you get the ball, are you looking to go into halftime, just, hey, licking your wounds and try to come back and play ball the second half? Or?
I'm gonna try. I'd try and get some points on the board. You're down 3 scores, and again, the ball's going to hit about the 20. Nice job that time of rolling out out of the initial tackle, and Picks gets down to about the 25 before he's taken out of bounds. But I'd like to, I wouldn't do anything too dangerous because I wouldn't want to give up any additional points. But, where Davis has kind of been susceptible is in that safety zone across the middle, right over the top of the linebackers. I might run some run some spread type stuff or a trips type play where I'm hitting the flanker over the middle or on a crossing route, some things like that, just over the top of the. I probably wouldn't just go downfield. And again, I want to eat some clock off here because again, Davis just showed what they can do.
Yeah, they scored really quickly, so you don't want to give the ball back too quick.
So quarterback does look to throw. He's looking to throw downfield. That exact play I'm looking at. Quarterback's just going to tuck the ball and run. Good coverage downfield, and they look to throw that kind of that post pattern, the tight end going across the middle there, and he was covered pretty well that time by the Davis defense.
And he head to the sidelines. He had Drew Parks and Lathan Dickinson coming down at him real quick.
And you know, it looked like he picked up a lot on that, but he only gained 3 yards on that run.
He ran about 52 yards to get 3. Yeah.
He went backwards a long ways after that snap. So
it's going to bring up a 2nd and 7. Ball is at the 30-yard line. So again, this time quarterback it's a designated run. This time he's just going to pick up what he can. Goes out of bounds. Oh, he's got it hit out of bounds. That's going to be it. That's going to be a penalty. That was not smart that time. Coaches will not be happy about that one. He was obviously out of bounds there.
Yeah, and you can
Personal foul.
He was stood up, and they couldn't resist it, looked like.
And you can see Parker kind of tell him, come on, guys. I mean, you know, that's a dumb mistake right there.
Well, you don't want to do that. Minute 58 to go before halftime. You've been playing pretty well defensively. You're going to give them the ball now about midfield. Ball's going to be spotted at, let's see, it's going to be spotted at about the 40, it looks like the 46-yard line.
And they like to throw it, and they've shown that they can throw it a little bit.
So handoff goes to the tailback that time. Boy, he's hit by 3 different kids.
He
Good
took
job
that
by
hit
him.
pretty hard.
He did. He got hammered by 3 different kids, able to keep his feet. Ran a whole lot and got hit like 3 times on that to pick up 1 yard.
He might feel a couple of those tomorrow.
So 1:38 to go in the first half. Wolves leading 20-0. No gain, so it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. And again, it looks like they are content to run the ball here, at least eat some of this clock up, before turning the ball back over. We've got a timeout by Holdenville, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they aren't content, and they're actually going to try and punch one in.
It's kind of shocking. Minute and a half. I mean, I guess you got all 3 of them. So why not use them?
They're not. You don't get anything back for not using them, so you might as well burn through and see what you can do here.
But I guess my thought process is if you're going to try to score, use those when you need to.
Yep.
You're coming off of a penalty, which the clock was stopped anyway. So
while we're waiting here, let me see if I can pull up some other 2A scores.
Well.
Hey, look at that! Great minds think alike.
Yeah,
I'd like to know about that OCS and. OCS
so
actually got a bye.
Is a bye, so I think they're going to
win.
win.
Kellyville game, I guess, is what I want. Yeah.
So Kellyville is actually winning 35-12 over Hennessy currently.
Okay. Go Ponies.
So in other games, you got Spyro leading Valiant 19-14. Meeker beating Perry 14-7. Hugo beating Keys 26-14. This is showing Christian Heritage and Colgate. Christian Heritage up 34-0 over Colgate. We unfortunately didn't get to play Colgate because of the cancellation because of COVID. Quarterback's going to keep here, and he's going to be brought down for no gain again. Chandler beating Alva 35-6. Victory Christian beating Salina 26-0. Prague beating Blackwell 28-12. Jones beating Chisholm 28-0. Luther beating Community Christian 21-7.
A couple of these schools that we're seeing that are losing these first-round games, they're kind of usually pretty solid. Like Chisholm's usually there, around the semifinals.
You bet. So 3rd and 9. Now Chisholm has been down this year. They're not. So Chisholm traditionally has been a powerhouse. This year they have not been as strong as they have recently. Quarterback's going to run a little slant pattern. Again, good pass, but the receiver is unable to kind of pick up that. It was on his fingertips there, just unable to complete it. And it's going to bring up a 4th and about 9 with 36 seconds to go in the first half. That was a good-looking play. Holdenville went to that earlier and kind of had some not a real good throw on it. So,
right.
But it looks like there is some yards to gain in that play. So it's going to bring up 4th and 9. 4th and 9, 39 seconds to go. So they put 3 seconds back on the clock. Ball's at the Davis 47-yard line. And again, other than that unsportsmanlike, and they are going to quick kick it here. Davis had nobody back to recover, so the ball is going to roll down to about the 19-yard line.
So Mike,
I think I know what we're going to see,
Yeah,
but I know what I want to see.
You're going to see a you're going to see a kneel is what you're going to see.
What I would like to see is, hey, let's get the ball in there. Let's really put this game out of reach right here. But
I don't even care to see a pass. I wouldn't mind just seeing a little fullback dive just to see how it's played and see what we can pick up.
Fun, Brad.
I know. 31 seconds. I don't like putting the ball in the air that's close to our own end zone because, again, there's nothing. There's a lot of negative that you can have from that.
Rip. Put it up.
Well, I will bet you don't see that. How about that?
Well, considering where we're at.
So we are going to run a play. So let's see what we get here. Oh, it is a fullback dive by Lane Rawls. Man, it's hard to be right sometimes. Gain of about 5 on that first down play. And again, the clock is going to – looks like we may get one more play here if they attempt to do it. 15 seconds to go. Wolves leading 20.
With the air this crisp.
Nope, this is going to be a Lane Rawls again, I think.
Beautifully.
Oh, nope, they're going to run the
sky.
option. Run the option out there to Tucker
That
Miller.
looked like a face mask.
Yeah, I was going to say, he reached straight across his face mask and actually grabbed the hold
Tucker
there.
Miller does pick up the first down. That's going to stop the clock. And so they're going to say that the Wolves called timeout, which I think is kind of odd. I was not expecting that.
We called the timeout with 2 seconds
to go.
Now I think we might see the ball getting there.
It up.
So you
throw
may,
the ball.
You may see it because, well.
I know he dropped the one earlier on defense, but Colton Rawls is – or not Colton Rawls.
No, he's not running out for a pass.
I think that's a combination of players right there, Colton Rawls.
Yeah. Colton McGahey, super fast.
Yep.
Right. Hey, get him down the sideline.
Put him in – throw Caraway out there,
Caraway
too.
on the other side. Let him go.
So if we're combining players, I guess you could put Gavin Fisher out there lead blocking for him.
The funny thing is
that's
actually
a big old kid.
The funny thing is there is actually a freshman football player named Colton Rawls.
Is that right?
Yeah,
okay.
so that's cousin. So
all right, well, there you go.
But
so here we go. The Wolves 1st and 10, 2 seconds go in the first quarter, leading 20-0. I would be surprised if they put it in the air, but maybe they will. Let's see what happens.
Why not?
Quit trying to shoot down my dreams, Brad.
Now, what I think you might see is you might see some quarterback run game out on the edge. Some quick pitch, something like they are going to look.
Yeah.
Hey, you're going to get your pass attempt.
Nope.
The ball is thrown downfield and it's a little bit short of the receiver. So that's going to be the end of.
Hey, we got what we wanted. We saw the ball go in the air, and that's okay.
And if you haven't watched a lot of games, I know our Holdenville fans out there haven't. Davis is actually a pretty good throwing team. We just don't do it a lot.
Right. Yeah.
And we have earlier in the season.
Yeah.
So it is now halftime. Davis leading 20-0. We are gonna take a halftime break.
We're actually I know we've had a lot of buffering going on.
It's been lagging a little bit.
So we got one setting we're going to change. We're actually going to take it down real quick, and then we'll be back on hopefully within about 2 minutes.
So check it, or you will get. If you are, and if you're thinking about it, go ahead and subscribe to that
absolutely.
YouTube channel, and hit the little bell. If you ever watch YouTube, there's hit the bell. Hit that bell, and it will give you a notification that we're back on.
So bear with us. We're going to take her down for just a minute and get back up here live so we can see the band as they come onto the field. All right?
So we will be back after half. Go Wolves.
and gentlemen, entering the field for the west sideline, Davis High School proudly presents the Pride of the Arbuckles, the Davis High School Marching Wolf Band. School Marching Wolf Band.
Looking for a veterinarian to care for both your small and large animals? Come see me, Dr. Cade Kopenbarger, at Hilltop Animal Health. My staff and I are committed to providing the most up-to-date preventative health care for your pets. We are one of the few veterinary practices in southern Oklahoma that is fully equipped to handle all of your livestock needs to help you achieve the greatest profitability for your livestock. We also do inside boarding for your pets with weekend drop-offs and dismissals. Come see me, Dr. Cade Kopenbarger, at Hilltop Animal Health in Davis.
I joined the Army National Guard for multiple reasons. The first being which that I've always believed that the state of Oklahoma and the United States of America are truly exceptional on the world stage. So I wanted to do something to give back to the country and the state that's been so good to me. So one day I asked myself, if not me, who? And if not now, when? So it was at that point I decided to enlist. And the second reason being, getting my education has always been very important to me. So after doing some studying, I found the Army National Guard's college benefits were far more competitive than anything else out there. So after graduating from the University of Oklahoma, I was able to leave my college career basically debt-free. Now that I work in recruiting, I get to see people's lives change for the better by the Army National Guard on a daily basis. And people enlist for different reasons. It could be the competitive college benefits we offer, it could be a part-time paycheck, the job training we offer, or even healthcare. But regardless of why someone enlists, the fact still remains that their part-time military service has served as a stepping stone to propel their future.
Physical Therapy Central offers the best physical therapy care with 2 board-certified orthopedic specialists and 1 PT who is a certified concussion and vestibular specialist. PT Central, serving Davis since 2011.
Let us get you back to work, back to play, back to life at Physical Therapy Central.
Sooner Pharmacy provides a variety of healthcare services. We accept e-prescriptions and we also offer delivery services. Sooner Pharmacy is handicap accessible. Sooner Pharmacy is located at 705 East Main Street inside Sooner Foods.
Hey, look at this. I just got totally free checking at Vision Bank.
Vision Bank has free checking?
Totally free. And I got a free gift when I opened my account.
No monthly service charge.
No. Plus I have free bill pay, free online banking, and a free instant issue debit card.
And it's all free.
Yes. Plus they have 3 totally free account options and 2 of them pay interest.
And they have it right here at Vision Bank.
Yes, at all 8 Vision Bank locations.
So totally free checking at Vision Bank.
Now you've got it.
Get all the details and start saving today with totally free checking at Vision Bank, member FDIC.
Win the day! Go Wolves!
Arbuckle Mountain Fried Pies, located off I-35, exit 51 near Davis, Oklahoma, has been serving customers for more than 30 years. All pie fillings are made fresh daily and stuffed inside the pie crust for a dessert unlike any other. Flavors range from cream pies, fruit pies, and even breakfast pies.
Call us first.
For loans.
For deposits.
For the best customer service.
Call us first.
We answer. First National Bank of Davis, a branch of Pauls Valley National Bank.
Member FDIC.
Equal housing lender.
Jones Jewelry, watch repair and custom jewelry.
Are you looking for a great deal on a new Chevrolet or a great used car? Then come on down to Mike Hellick Chevrolet, located at 1630 East Main Street in Davis. Check out our wide selection of new and used cars, visit with our friendly staff, and enjoy a no-hassle buying experience. And as always, no dock fees or ADPs. Mike Hellick Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Davis Wolves football.
Everyone knows that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. You need something good to kickstart your morning. Donuts has a variety of coffee beverages, donuts, and my personal favorite, pig in the blankets. They even have a built-in drive-thru or an inside dining area. Donuts is located on Main Street. They are a proud sponsor of Davis Public Schools.
So we are back 126 to go before the start of the second half. Wolves leading 20-0.
Everyone knows
Wolves
that
to receive the
breakfast
kickoff, second half kickoff here. So good first half.
Yeah.
Looking for again, kind of started a little bit slow, but once the Wolves offensive and defensively kind of got rolling,
we come out at halftime at that speed we left it at.
Yeah. But we talked about it a little bit earlier. Big emotional game last week. We kind of expected a little bit of carryover here, even though it is the playoffs, and we got a little bit of that. So we've got Mr. Johnson right down below.
Mr. Johnson right here in front of us.
He's literally he's yelling at Dr. Mapes across the way over there. The one and only voice of the Davis Wolves.
I think he was
got a PhD in velvety tones.
That's exactly right. So 22 seconds go before halftime. Holdenville still has not came out, so I've got a feeling
I got a feeling we're going to
start. I got a feeling we're going to start. Get 3 minutes added to the clock.
Those other 20 are coming. The bus was broken down.
Yep. Well, you never know. Now the one thing in fairness to Holdenville is
at the Allen Quick Pick, Brad.
You never know if they may have had some kind of COVID outbreak, something like that may have some of their players quarantined too. So you never do know if that is the case.
They broke down in Atwood.
Are they quarantining people now?
Who knows?
Is that a thing?
Is that a thing?
I've heard somebody got
heard of that, Bobby?
No, I haven't heard of that.
Well, that's because you were in quarantine.
Oh, okay. That's maybe why.
The med tent.
The med tent.
Bobby's been in the med tent about half the season, I do believe.
Apparently, the med tent has
it's got a great
stock
buffet.
Dr. Pepper fridge.
It's got a great
and
buffet.
a big TV.
Yes, a large recliner.
Yep, there you go. So one of these days, hopefully, Bobby said he's going to send me a picture in a Santa suit. And if so, we will share it with our viewers out there. So just know if that should ever be discovered, we would.
I'm telling you now, it was purchased. My wife is not going to let me get away with not putting it on.
So in other funny stories, I can't remember if I told you guys this one last week or not since Bobby was gone. So I'm going to share it now just so everybody can have a laugh.
This could be awesome.
So my wife calls me, and she goes, "Hey, I found the weirdest thing." And I said, "What is that?" She said, I found a bunch of photos of Bobby on a flash drive from a camera. She said, I stopped looking at him because I was afraid that he might be undressed in some of them.
No way.
And so what it was is, you guys may not remember, but for the media class a couple years ago, you borrowed the GoPro.
Oh, that is hilarious.
So anyway, they were just pictures on the GoPro, where we were trying to get to work.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm not going to lie, Brad. You just had me kind of having a mini stroke over here going, what?
But we thought it was entertaining anyway.
Yeah, that's great.
She said, I stopped looking after like the first two because I didn't know what else was on there.
I want to see this Santa picture because when we put it up, it will be Morse approved.
Yeah.
Yes. I think it should be.
I need to. Because that thing needs to be busted out.
Yeah, it does. The Morse approval stamp.
So Holdenville is out on the field now. They've got a little under 1 minute to go before kickoff here. So
that didn't even look like the same amount of kids they went into the locker room
No.
with. I
think a couple went ahead and got on the bus. But
okay.
I may be wrong on that.
I'm telling you. They're at the quick pick.
It's very possible.
Get some chicken.
So in other good news, I don't know if I told you, Jared, in other good news for us fellow former Wewoka Tigers, Seminole is also getting beat currently. So,
who are the Chieftains losing to?
Oh, who knows? We're not worried about who
we
they're
don't care
playing.
who they're losing
we just
to.
like watching them lose.
We just know that they're losing. Yay.
So Davis leading 20-0 over the Holdenville Wolverines. So they will get the ball in the second half. 9 seconds go before halftime, the start of the second half.
Now I have to see if my old high school rival is losing.
Uh-oh. See, it's always great when we've been out of school, a good 25 years or so, but we still like to watch our rivals lose.
So what's unfortunate, Brad, is my rival high school is co-opted with my high school now.
Oh, no.
So, they can
so you got to root for them and root against them at the same time. So back deep for the Wolves, it looks like it's going to be 31, Colton McGahey, and then also you've got Blankenship and Caraway as the two up backs. All three of those guys are pretty explosive, so I'd like to see the ball get back there to see what we could do from the kicking game. We haven't had a lot of kicks here in this game, so.
Kicking off for Holdenville, number 4.
This one is going to be fielded by, looks like that is Blankenship. Blankett's got a little bit of room to run there.
Thought he had a seam there.
Thought he had a seam up the middle. Got kind of swallowed up there, but I had the right idea.
Caught the ball at about the 30, brought down about what looks like about the 37-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Davis.
1st and 10 was at the 37-yard line.
So Davis 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. It'd be the first possession of the second half.
Hail Mary right here, Jared?
Yes.
Okay.
Got a feeling you're going to see some fullback dive, but you guys just keep on hoping.
That's probably true.
Why are you a fun sucker, Brad?
Up, and it's the fullback dive.
Yes. We can only hope, but hey.
You're a joy sponge, man.
Yeah. So if you guys haven't noticed, I think I've watched enough Davis football now that I can almost call the plays ahead of time.
I just remember.
It's not so much we're calling what we think we'll see, it's what we would be nice to see.
I just remember 3 years ago, I sat up here for the very first time, had my little red shirt on, and then I nearly fell asleep.
No, this is exciting. So
and
y'all
made fun of me.
Up, a little quick pitch out on the edge to Blankenship.
Go, Brandon.
This one went for 67 last time. This one's a little bit shorter, but again, nice run for the first down.
One man to beat there, and it would have been.
I thought it was going to be another one.
No, I thought it was going to be real close. But, I'm somewhat similar to Mr. Morse. I came, but mine was longer than 3 years ago. I came to my first game 17 years ago.
Yeah, there you go.
And I've grown to really appreciate the slow, methodical, fight till the end mentality. And so I am like you, Brad. This still is very exciting to me.
So my first Davis game, 1990, little state championship game. Oh, ball's on the ground. Quarterback looks like he recovered there.
Yeah.
Just kind of lost the hand.
Dropped back on top of that.
So again, that was my first game in high school, and then I actually the next year played Davis in the playoffs, so got to see him several years. And again, during that period of time when I was in school, you had either Davis or Wynnewood basically as the team to beat most years. Right. So I did get to watch us play both Davis and Wynnewood over those years. So Dulaney in the shotgun this time, flexbone formation, fakes the handoff. He's going to get out on the edge. Pitch goes to Blankenship. Blankenship cuts back against the field.
Go, Brandon!
He's going to pick up the first down.
No, I waited and waited and waited, and sure enough, there was a flag come out.
Yeah,
they're going to get somebody on the far side for a block in the back.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it was Himes on the other side or who it was, but.
So after that second 13, it's going to be moved back, and again, kind of a sloppy start to the second half. Is going to be a holding, and this is going to be a second and long. Ball's going to be spotted all the way back at the 35-yard line. So. So a second and 26. I don't know if we have a lot of good play calls on second and 26.
No.
I think we do. Quarterback looks to throw to Hines on a little quick pitch. He
Chris!
Makes the catch. Nice job picking up some positive yardage.
Make up some yards there.
But again, those are kind of almost like a short run where, they're good for 5-6 yards almost every time you can make that completion. So bring up a second and 17 from the 45-yard line.
To the 45. Third down.
So 9:28 to go in the third quarter. Wolves leading 20-0. Dulaney looks to throw again. This one he's going downfield. He's got a man open.
Yes!
With the completion. Touchdown.
He brought it.
That was, hey, Morrison, I've been asking for it. There it was.
Oh, man.
I thought for a minute Mr. Morris might cry.
I've been giving that kid such a hard time every time I see him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I like Colton. He's a good kid. I harass him all the time, when he drops a pass or something like that. But all in good fun. But then he comes back there, and you saw him. He almost kind of slowed up to bait that receiver to stay home, and then just took off flying by him.
So extra point attempt is up, and the extra point, there's
a flag on the other side.
We do have a flag.
False start.
False start on the offense, so they're going to move us back here. The kick was no good, so I'm glad that flag.
Oh, yeah, a little bit of a redo here.
Yep. So a little bit longer. Again, 55-yard touchdown pitch and catch there from Colin Dulaney to Colton McGahey.
It looks like to me he's just getting a little too underneath it.
Yep. So Eidelman will attempt another kick. This one from a little bit further back.
There you go.
This one's a better kick, and it is
nice
good.
Shot.
So with 9:18 to go.
He needs a little distance.
Wolves now lead 27-0. We'll take a quick timeout. This is the Ground and Pound Wishbone Show. We'll be back.
Everyone knows that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. You need something good to kickstart your morning. Donuts has a variety of coffee beverages, donuts, and my personal favorite, pig in the blankets. They even have a built-in drive-thru or an inside dining area. Donuts is located on Main Street. They are a proud sponsor of Davis Public Schools.
$9:18 to go in the third quarter. Wolves now lead 27-0. Again, 5-play drive there. Total of 63 yards for the Wolves. Punch in their first drive of the second half for a 27-0 lead. I've got a feeling you're going to start seeing some other kids kind of out there at this point. Might one more series offensively.
Yeah, I think you might see one more series out of the starters, but a few of those may come. Some.
You're going to start seeing them sprinkled in now.
Little new faces here and there.
Yep. So again, Holdenville this time they are going to line up. Looks like about 8 guys within a 10-yard play there. So they've seen enough of Davis kicking that short onside. So Rawls' kick this time is a deep directional. It's going to hit at about the 25-yard line, fielded at the 25. He's brought down, taken out of bounds there by number 9, That's Tucker Miller there.
Yep.
Returned by number 7, Kikison. I hadn't said a Holdenville name in a while.
There you go. I'm proud you caught that one.
I'm
Now,
glad-
now what
glad
was his
the-
name again?
I'm glad that one's his name is Amarius.
Amarius, okay.
Kikison.
All right, so ball is at the 28-yard line.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm an English teacher, man.
You are.
If I say it, it's the way it is.
That's the way it is.
That's,
Okay.
that's why we hand you those names.
That's exactly
I appreciate that. I'm a linguist.
So here we go. Holdenville this time is in more of a run-based offense. Looks like, you saw a lot of that 3 or 4 wide in the first half by Holdenville. That time they just lined up in what looked like the old wing tee and handed off, said, see what we can get. And, again, that does not play well against the Davis defense.
That's something
the
you and
one
I
thing.
talked about last week
Yeah,
about
you
him
don't wanna
playing the
see
wing
that.
tee.
Yep. I had one season playing the wing tee. Actually, it was more of the veer, which is an offset of the wing tee. But so 27. Let's see what we got here. We got a timeout by
Wolverines.
Holdenville. So again, 8:43 to go in the second quarter. Holdenville facing a 2nd and 11 from their own 27-yard line. Wolves are able to come out on a 63-yard drive to start the second half to go ahead 27-0. Again, in a good position here to get off the field again, hopefully.
Yeah, I think I mentioned it earlier in the first half, but you saw some of those Holdenville players starting to kind of put their hands on their hips, and you see that exhaustion already setting in, and now down 27-0. Looks like you're going to have trouble getting any points here. It's going to start getting kind of hard for these boys.
So we don't want to count our chickens yet. We're going to get off the field defensively first. But so again, back in that wing tee look, quarterback under center. Quarterback is going to try and throw out of it. That time the pass is caught. Looks like right at the stick there. Caraway in coverage.
That was caught by number 80, Carter.
Nice job. Now, what was his first name again?
His last name is Carter.
Carter, okay. I think we've all laughed because I don't think any of us can pronounce his first name. Or we could, but we may be wrong. We probably don't want to do that. So.
We would probably be wrong and have the SCA calling
its phonetic structure is not appropriate for my abilities.
So wing tee here again for 1st and 10 for Holdenville. Ball's at the 39-yard line. I know we were all kind of looking forward to when number 80 caught his first pass to see who
you were
butchered
looking
his
forward
name first.
Because I knew where that question was going.
So 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Mr. Morse.
27-0, Wolves leading. Gain of 3 on that first down play. 2nd and 7 now.
I feel like Mikey in the Life commercial. He'll say anything.
No, they went back to that play, pick up another first down. So again, going to have to kind of tighten up that coverage out. And, again, they're playing single coverage there. They're giving a pretty good cushion. They're just running just a little out and hitting him in stride. Good throw both times that time by the quarterback.
Yeah, but he's on the sidelines now. He took a really
good
he
hit.
There.
Yeah,
he took a pretty hard hit.
He's folded over there.
He's the one bent over currently being looked at. Okay.
Yeah, so
well, maybe
I don't know that they'll go back to that one right now.
So ball at the 50-yard line now for Holdenville. Handoff this time goes up. Nice shot, nice run by that young man. Got hit at the line of scrimmage, kind of falls forward for about 3 yards.
It's number 4, Christian Zambrano. He's a 5'8", 180-pound sophomore, and he's done pretty well. I mean, he's taken some hits and kept going right through them.
Now, Zambrano does not want you to put the juju on him, if you remember a little Major League reference right there. So
I don't think he has to worry about the curveball in football, Brad.
Yeah, well, you never know.
It's possible.
So tip ball there at the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
See Carter coming back on the field for Holdenville. So
it's good to see that kid back out there.
Never want to see anybody get hurt.
So defensive, give and go this time to the same guy. The pass is intended for 80, and he was, Caraway was fooled on that. He thought they were going to run the same play, but good pressure up front doesn't allow him to get the ball downfield.
Yeah, if he would have had a chance to really set his feet, he had really two options that were fairly open on down the field. So
4th and 9 now. I'm assuming we will see them go for it. Ball is on the Davis 49-yard line, but I mean, what do they have to lose at this point, right?
Yeah, down 4 scores, you almost have to.
So they've been quick kicking out of this formation, so we'll see if it's a fake or if they quick kick again, and they are going to quick kick. Tough Hammonds fair catches it at about the 19-yard line.
I was kind of wanting to see him take off with it, Brad.
So Tough is he's explosive in the open field. I really like to watch that young man run with the ball. So I'd like to see what he could do. He's had to feel he hadn't had a lot of opportunities.
Right.
Dulaney for a long time was catching them back there, and I really like watching Hammonds there. Hammonds was out there for a couple games for medical reasons, so it's good to have him back out there playing. So Davis will take over. Ball's going to be spotted at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 was at the 20-yard line.
A little bit more of a passing formation, and Davis does look to throw the ball. Ball is intended for number 9,
Tucker Miller.
And again, they ran a two-receiver set on that side, single receiver to the high side, and they ran Miller underneath. He was open, just unable to complete on that pass. So let's bring up a 2nd and 10.
I have been instructed by somebody I know that is way better with words and pronunciations than I am. That name should probably be said Fakri.
Fakri, okay.
Fakri.
Okay, I like that.
I do like. I was leaning that way, but I don't want to mess up anybody's name. Yeah.
So nice run that time. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 2 for the Wolves. Ball at the 28-yard line.
Shout out to my sister for, I hate to give her any credit whatsoever, but that's,
Did you just do that? Now there's recording evidence of it, which is even worse.
I can't explain the amount of pain I'm in right now.
3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2, 5:39 to go in the 3rd quarter. Wolves this time are going to hand off
the hammer.
The hammer, and the hammer just keeps rumbling and stumbling for some good positive yardage there. First down and some.
We call him the hammer for a reason. He actually got hit as he went through the line and carried 3 or 4 or 5 guys. And even though there were 5 guys, he was still the one delivering the hit.
Yep.
So good job by Lane to force through and get the first down there.
Pickup of about 11 yards on that run. So it'll bring up a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. So again, I'd like to see the Wolves kind of punch one in here and start playing some subs. Keep everybody healthy for next week. Low snap, ball is back on the ground. Looks like Dooley is able to recover, but I don't know. There's 2 defenders right around him, and again, a low snap kind of went off his fingertips. So, got to do a little bit better from a ball control standpoint. We've had
absolutely.
the 1 turnover in the first half. Against a little bit better team, that'll get you beat sometimes. Couple turnovers.
We are late into the 3rd quarter, and yes, we are up 4 scores. But hey, you've got to keep playing this as it for next week.
I was going to say you're getting ready for the next game at this point. You're not this game is it's not over, but it's they're in control.
It's in hand, yeah.
So they're going to run the option out on the edge. Pitch goes out. That is Tucker Miller that. Picks up I'd say about 5 yards on that carry.
But kind of back to what we were saying, you want to see him, you don't want to see that sloppy play start to roll in now, because that will carry into practice and into the game next week. And so,
right. So 3rd and 6 now for the Wolves at the 44-yard line. So this drive's kind of been 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So
3rd and 6 from the 44.
So flex bone formation. I really like this when they keep both inline receivers in tight. That's a first down and some. Lathan Dixon. And he is.
He didn't throw that flag.
Boy, he got grabbed by his shoulder pads. And
I'm gonna agree with Mr. Todd over here that there probably should have been a little laundry on that.
Yeah. Well, I will say this: haven't been a lot of fouls called in this game.
No,
not a lot of flags. There's been some on both teams, but 1st and 10 for the Wolves on that carry.
But I don't think it's gone one way or the other.
No, I don't either. I think
it's
been pretty even officiated game.
And they've kind of let them play, which is what you want to see.
Kind of the only ones that they've really kind of been throwing are what we would think are the obvious ones, Dulaney looks to pass. A tunnel screen this time to Justin Eidelman. Nice job, Eidelman coming in back underneath.
Came in back underneath.
Nice hands, too.
Actually
really
bobbled that ball, but still had the, ability to hang on to it and keep going forward.
Gain of about 5 on first down there. Bring up a 2nd and 5 from the 40-yard line.
Thanks to the 141 we've got watching right now. We know, Wolves have a pretty good lead right now.
Again, 2:20 to go in the third quarter. Wolves leading 27-0. Dulaney fakes the option. He's going to keep himself, picks up what he can. Nice job. Nice read that time. They were really trying to.
We've talked about him making those defenders commit. He actually made a move to make that pitch, made that defender commit to the running back and cut it back in and picked up a few yards.
Earlier in the year, there were a couple times that Dulaney really kind of struggled with the option and making his determination whether he should keep or he should pitch. But, as the season's progressed, he's got better and better at making those calls. And really, he's kind of a well-oiled machine now.
Yeah, I agree.
So 3rd and 4 now from the 39-yard line for the Wolves. Heavy formation here. Handoff's just going to go to Rawls. Rawls is going to just do what he does, lower his shoulder and say, "Stop me." And like usually is the case, they don't. It's a first down.
Yeah. And, I noticed before that play went on, you're seeing Holdenville kind of starting throwing some other players out there. 73 coming on the field now. But the one they had in the middle of that play, one of the linebackers actually grabbed him by the pants and kind of moved him over. So you don't know if maybe that was a upperclassman moving a lowerclassman, say, helping him out, and you see him doing it there again.
Wolves lined up in the I formation this time. Pitch goes out on the edge to Tucker Miller. Miller, a nice run that time to pick up another first down. And the Wolves are really controlling the line of scrimmage now. Again, you can tell that's a tired front for Holdenville. They play a lot of downs. And, again, you can tell they're starting to get gassed. You got a lot of guys with their hands on their shoulders and substitutions coming in now. So 48 seconds going in the third quarter. Looks like the Wolves are going to get one more play off here. Ball is a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line now. Oops, sorry. Again, fake quick pitch. Handoff just goes to Rawls up the middle. Again, that guy went low. Number 80 went low. Mr. Carter, he did not want any part of it.
I think he knew, like, hey.
He saw the hammer coming and he's like, nope.
I'm taking his feet out because I'm not getting taken out. So
the ball is going to be spotted at the 10-yard line after that the 15-yard run by Lane Rawls.
But I'm going to play devil's advocate here. That's a smart play by Carter.
Sure it was.
To do, go low there and just make the tackle. Don't get yourself hurt.
Sure. Again, 24, he's a big boy. He likes to lower the shoulder. Back in the I formation again. Same play to Rawls. Rawls wants in the end zone. He's going to get there. That's a touchdown.
Yep, they give him the signal there.
So 10-yard, nice job there. They let him tote the rock down there and went back to him. Said, "We're going to give you the points here, big boy."
Yeah, and I know you mentioned this earlier. The first quarter, I think it was, it talked about clock management. Or might have been halftime. I don't remember exactly when it was, but mentioned clock management, that they got that play off and were able to. But they got that play off, never wasted a timeout, and scored there as the quarter ended. So, again, clock management, little things happening right.
And I like credit for that, but I think that was actually Mr. Morris.
Was it Mr. Morris? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
it was, and he'll take all that credit. And
so 33-0. I did not see. Did the extra point was it good? Extra point was no good. So 33-0. That's maybe one negative, as we've kind of lost a couple points there from an extra point perspective.
But we learned on the last one.
Sure,
just
we did.
Get the false start, back him up.
Yeah, back him up. We're getting too close. That's the issue.
That's it.
So. Start of the fourth quarter, 33-0. Been all Wolves here.
Yeah, I think we talked about we didn't want to see the sloppy play start to kind of get in there and kind of linger before next week. But hey, they stopped it where it was and then went straight forward and down the field. Just like we want to see. man, it's looking good.
You
They're
know,
moving in the right direction.
That's an 11-play drive, 80-yard drive there for the touchdown. So again, you know, Davis's worst field position. Again, it results in the same thing. Second half, 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. You can't do any better than that. So,
you know, knowing, I personally don't know a whole lot about CCS, but my guess is, you know, like a lot of the schools in the metro and a lot of those private schools, that they will air the ball out, you know, and they spread the offense out a little bit.
No, they had a real nice article, Daily Oklahoma did about a week ago about a player for them that's, I believe he was a foreign exchange student that he's playing his first year of football for them. And he's about 6'4" and about 240. He looks like quite the athlete.
Yeah.
But again, he's never played football until this year. So Rawls' kick, deep onsides again, is going to hit about the 25-yard line. Bounces out at about.
I thought it looked like
20,
it made
but I
contact.
thought it went all the way down to the 15.
I thought it looked like it hit the player.
It did hit the player.
No, they actually threw the flag out against them.
But I did not see what the penalty was there, but it was against the Wolves. Illegal procedure.
It was a
looks
kicking
like.
out of bounds. Yep.
So the ball is going to be spotted now at the 34-yard line. Holdenville's second possession of the second half. So Holdenville had a little bit of something going there on that last drive. About 8 plays before they were stopped there. So we've got a timeout by Holdenville. So let's also take a timeout. Wolves lead 33-0. This is the Howl. We'll be back.
Looking for a veterinarian to care for both your small and large animals? Come see me, Dr. Cade Kopenbarger, at Hilltop Animal Health. My staff and I are committed to providing the most up-to-date preventative health care for your pets. We are one of the few veterinary practices in southern Oklahoma that is fully equipped to handle all of your livestock needs to help you achieve the greatest profitability for your livestock. We also do inside boarding for your pets with weekend drop-offs and dismissals. Come see me, Dr. Cade Kopenbarger, at Hilltop Animal Health in Davis.
So we are back with the start of the fourth quarter. Wolves leading 33-0. Holdenville with a first down at their own 34-yard line. Quarterback is going to roll out, looks to throw the ball downfield, has a little bit of a nice catch.
Nice hit.
Played well that time by the safety. He's able to come up with a, and the safety, Hammonds, comes up a little hobbled after that. So again, nice catch though. He got hit as the ball arrived. So in for Davis now, number 3, which is Malachi White, I believe. So 2nd and 5 now from the 40-yard line. Handoff's going to go to the tailback. Rawls in on the tackle there. It's going to stop him short of the first down. So, you know, while we've got some time here in the fourth quarter, we can talk a little bit about the Davis and Holdenville rivalry. And again, this is a series that's 5-0 all time, so it's been all Davis. 4 of those 5 games have been in the playoffs, which I think are pretty interesting. Actually, 3 of the 5, I should say. So again, last meeting was actually in 2003, which Davis won 55-8. So, you know, everybody that is familiar with Davis knows Davis has a rich playoff history. So again, Davis is second most wins in state history right now. All-time playoff record of 107, 41, and 1. So 10:42 to go in the ball game. Holdenville with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Handoff is in the backfield. Again, Jake Britt there does a good job of blowing that play up. He's going to be brought down for a loss or maybe right at the sticks here.
And that was number 4 Zambrano again. He did break another tackle before he got hit again.
He sure did. So, you know, the Wolves' last playoff appearance was a first-round loss to Millwood. You guys remember?
I remember that game.
We called that game from the 55-yard or 55-gallon barrels, right?
Yeah, and sat on a horse tank, and
that's exactly right.
Awesome.
So no gain there. You know, in the Wolves' last home playoff game, you know who that was, because that was also a game that the Hal broadcast. Now at that point we were still with the radio station, but do you guys remember who that was against?
I do not remember.
I was not here for that.
So the last home playoff game was an overtime win against Holland Hall in 2017.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The heavily favored Holland Hall.
Yes.
Again, that was a great game. That was the one after the game was over. You saw they had one of their coaches chasing the referees.
Yes, I remember that
across
now.
the field. He was not very happy with the officiating in that game, and then posted it all on social media afterwards. 80, Mr. Carter in on the catch there, and it's going to be short of the first down.
Yeah. Good stop by number 15, senior Ty Burks.
There we go. So the last first-round home playoff loss, anybody know who that was to? Any guesses on that one, Bobby? Last home first-round playoff loss.
Last home first-round playoff loss?
When?
I'll give you a hint. It was in 2008, and it was to a current district opponent.
Wasn't Lindsay, was it?
Lindsay, it was. That is correct.
Oh man,
that hurts, Brad.
I didn't even want to guess that one. I
feel ill.
I think I want to throw up a little bit now.
Oh.
And you know, this is the first time since 2017 that the Wolves are actually guaranteed to host a playoff game, which, again, it's nice to be back to us hosting.
Yep.
So 1st and 10 for Holdenville. They look to throw. That's the freshman in on the play, number 40.
That's actually a sophomore
Brad,
number 40, Chase Stewart.
Chase Stewart. I just remember the first time we saw Chase with some meaningful minutes, none of us had any idea who he was.
Yeah, he was. and the thing was is that we had there was a roster that had it all updated that was sent to me by Mrs. Burks, and I didn't open the emails.
It happens.
What's really bad is that is actually the brother to one of our media
kids.
Yeah.
So
we should have asked him. He might have known.
Yeah. So
him or her.
Yeah, it'd be a her.
Yeah, it would be Cassidy.
Cassidy, sure. Bad snap this time. Good recovery by the quarterback. He's going to complete a first down.
Oh wow. No.
Or not a first down, but he's going to complete the pass. Late flags. Let's see. What was that?
What was that?
That was number 80 again. What is his name? How did your sister say it?
So it's actually Fakri.
Fakri, okay. Fakri
and Mr.
Carter.
Mapes got it right, too. Shout out to Dr. Mapes.
Dr. Mapes.
PhD in dulcet tones. And
that's right.
And
PhD in velvety voice.
There's a little Barry White coming over there.
Yeah. Late hit that time on the Wolves, so it's getting a little sloppy now late in the game. 7:44 to go in the ball game. Wolves leading 33-0.
That's just what we don't want to see. You don't want to see those late, kind of quote-unquote boneheaded penalties.
No, and we've got a lot of subs out there, but I always like to keep the shutout when we can. Two is just going to keep this ball. He is past the first down stick, runs out of bounds.
And, you see some of these guys who maybe, getting in the game, they haven't played a whole lot. Hey, they want to go make that hit.
Sure they do.
But, hey, you got to show that you have a little bit of
play
composure.
assignment sound football.
Yep, absolutely.
If you want more snaps, let your coaches know they can trust you to do what you need to do and not do too much.
Those little penalties like that will get you yanked right back off the field real quick.
So 1st and 10 for Holdenville. Ball is now at the 17-yard line, so this is the first time they've been within the Davis red zone. Another just designated keep by the quarterback there. He is going to be kind of strung up there by a couple different defenders. Let's see who that was.
One of them in there was number 61, Landon Sanford.
Landon Sanford in making that play. Also number 40 again, the sophomore back there making that play.
Chase Stewart.
Yep. You also have Justin Eidelman out there at linebacker. Some other kids we can see out there. Quarterback, quick pitch out on the edge, goes to 9. It's going to be a throwback to the quarterback. Quarterback looked to throw the ball downfield, but he's dropped for a loss that time by 34, which I believe is Eidelman.
Yep.
Again, nice job of the defense staying home, playing assignment foot. We talked about assignment.
Assignment?
I can't even talk.
Assignment football.
I keep thinking, man, I need to take a drink of my water, but
assignment
before I start saying assignment.
Assignment.
How about? I'm saying assignment sound football, but
Yes.
sometimes you just put those two words together.
You're just trying to save people time.
Yeah. Like Gavin Fisher out there on that tackle.
That's right.
So 2 is going to roll out again, looking to throw the ball downfield. He's got a man open.
Oh, nice pass.
Nice pass.
I'll give him a nice pass there.
You know, and that's kind of been our Achilles heel, that pass right there, where it's just right over the top of the linebackers, in between the linebackers and the safety in the zone. So ball is going to be spotted down at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal now.
Another first down for Holdenville.
1st and goal. Holdenville threatening here at the 6. Little under 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Wolves leading 33-0. Wing formation, or wing T formation. Quarterback's just going to keep it. Oh,
we got
makes one of our defenders miss, and then
the rest of them showed up, Brad.
The other 10 were there to get him.
Yeah, they were.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. So this drive started at all the way back at their own 34-yard line. So nice drive this time by Holdenville. Good job of eating the clock for us here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Line back in that wing T formation. Oh, we got a little early start that time by the offense.
Not quite as early as the wide receiver earlier, but still pretty close.
Yeah.
No.
Like I said, that guy, I think he was 10 yards downfield
before
the snap.
And he was
he looked real
it, too.
fast. He was getting after
He
it.
was looking for the ball, too.
Maybe it was intended for him.
It could have been.
He kind of looked back as if, why didn't you guys start yet?
So that's going to be brought back to the 8-yard line. So 2nd and goal from the 8 now. Now in the stacked I formation, quick pitch out on the edge. Nice run. He's going to get in the end zone. Zambrano time.
He's done well. I mean, with what he's had to work with, and he's been taking hits left and right and bouncing right back from them.
So Zambrano punches it in for Holdenville. Holdenville is now on the board, trailing 33-6. See if they are going to kick the extra point or go for 2. It looks like they're going to go for 2 here. So a little under 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Been all Wolves this game.
Holdenville lining up for the 2-point conversion.
Holdenville looks to throw the ball. Ball's intended and caught in the end zone.
Conversion pass is good.
Completion is good, so it's now 33-8 with 4:50 to go in the ball game. We will take a quick timeout, gentlemen. We'll be back here in just a few minutes. You're listening to the broadcast of the Ground and Pound Wishbone Show. We'll be back.
Hey, look at this. I just got totally free checking at Vision Bank.
Vision Bank has free checking?
Totally free. And I got a free gift when I opened my account.
No monthly service charge.
No. Plus I have free bill pay, free online banking, and a free instant issue debit card.
And it's all free.
Yes. Plus they have 3 totally free account options and 2 of them pay interest.
And they have it right here at Vision Bank.
Yes, at all 8 Vision Bank locations.
So totally free checking at Vision Bank.
Now you've got it.
Get all the details and start saving today with totally free checking at Vision Bank, member FDIC.
Win the day! Go Wolves!
So we are back, 4:50 to go in the ball game. Davis leading 33-8. Winner of this game, which it looks like will be Davis, will face the winner of Community Christian and BYE, which I think might just be just Community Christian since that is by. I was trying to be funny. It just didn't work for a while.
funny, Brad.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes they just don't go over like you want them to.
No.
So we will be at Community Christian.
No, they don't.
Christian this Friday. Again, game time will be announced. Again, we talked about it a little bit earlier, but let's talk about it again. You know, we do look to get approval.
Go,
there we go.
Go, Cody! Go, Cody!
Caraway on the long return there. Oh, and he is thrown down.
Yeah, because they were out of bounds when he did it.
Caraway all the way down to the 35-yard line on that return.
He dropped the ball, muffed the kick, picks it up, and then whatever he saw, like he
saw a lane,
and he was gone.
Yep.
Great job by
Cody. And then
Cody
you got
there.
15 yards going to be added onto that, so it's going to be a nice little return. They're going to be, let's see where they mark it off here. I think they're going to mark it at the 25-yard line, but let's see where they called the foul. They're going to mark it at the 25-yard line, so it's going to be first and 10 at the Holdenville 25 here. So again, we will look to broadcast that game next week. We are going to seek approval.
We'll have to fill out the paperwork and everything.
Yep.
And usually I know we get a notification back within about 24 hours.
Real quick, we got Hammonds playing quarterback right now.
So again, we talked about some of those substitutes in there, and you're going to see more and more of that. I'd like to see Hammonds get in the open field here, see what he can do. Now, he did get dinged up a little bit earlier.
And in the last few weeks, we've seen number 2, Jake Parker, take that backup quarterback
That's
role.
exactly right. So
it's interesting to see Tuff come back in for this.
So just looking at any so obviously our district and Holdenville's district are matched up. So all of their teams and our teams are playing this week. So see if we can find any other games from our district.
I saw Comanche on there. There goes Tuff. Go, Tuff.
So short gain that time by Hammonds. So in the fourth quarter, Christian Heritage leads Colgate 49-30.
Wow.
Again, that's a team that Davis didn't get to see this year.
Sounds like a track meet.
It does, yeah. And you know that they were quite a bit. Christian Heritage was quite a bit up on Colgate earlier, but it looks like they've gave up some points here.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like that's the only updated score I have for any other district games that are being played right now in the Davis district. Again, I'd be curious about that Lindsey Purcell game. So Tuff is going to be he's going to be a little bit short of the first down. That's going to bring up a 4th and about 1. They're at about the 15-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it's going to be 4th and 2.
Saw Justin Idleman kind of getting up, and you can see him folded over a little bit there, trying to stretch his leg out. That's one thing you don't want to see is he's playing some different positions right now.
Sure,
but hey, we need him kicking the ball.
Yeah, no, we need our kicker to come out healthy. Again, you got a different young man in there for him. So Hammonds gets a low snap. The handoff goes to number 1, Gain. Jacob does a good job of really fighting forward. Gets down to about the 2 or 3 yard line that time.
You can kind of see things getting a little maybe
getting
chippy.
It's getting a little. I don't, again, it's one of those things that, a little under 3 minutes to go. I know Holdenville doesn't want to give up a touchdown here, and again, the Wolves all they're doing is letting their subs play. And
right.
If they can't stop this group, that's not on us. Wise man once said, if you don't want to get beat bad, don't let them score on you.
Right.
That was
there's a
number 40
touchdown
Chase
right there. Stewart in the end zone.
No.
He's going to be short of the end zone. Within the 5. I'm
about
sorry.
the 2.5 there.
I heard a couple of the kids
and then 5
today talking about the, I guess the last time that they scrimmaged Holdenville, things obviously got pretty chippy.
It did.
Got kind of nasty out there, and
So I still remember several years ago now when we scrimmaged Holdenville, and Summers got his leg hurt, and he was lost for most of the year that year. So Hammonds is going to keep. He's going to get in the end zone or real close if he doesn't.
He got him.
That's touchdown.
So it's going to be 39-8 now. A little over a minute 30 to go in the ball game with an extra point to come here. So again, I still remember that that play. I was sitting over by Summers' mother when he went down, and I saw the coaches waving for her, and she went out onto the field, and he was able to return that season, but it was probably 6, 7.
Yeah, it was,
it was
quite a bit later in the
mid-season.
season. Yeah.
Holding number 11, Colin Delaney, attempting the extra point, 34, just the Dino Man.
I could be wrong, but I believe that's the year we got beat in the quarterfinals by Adair by 1 point at the end of the game on a 2-point conversion. Ooh, Eidelman's kick was nice.
Maybe he needs to strain his leg a little bit more often.
Yeah. No, I think that was actually that would have been Summers' junior year. So, yeah, we got beat by Adair. His senior year, we got beat in the semifinals by Washington.
Yes.
But like I said, now that I think about it, I think that was his senior year. So 40-8 now after the extra point. We'll be on the road at Community Christian next week. I hope everybody will join us. Again, we are looking to broadcast this game. Obviously, got to get approval. We've got to get funding for it still. So
again, probably tomorrow we'll get that posted out on the school website. We're not asking for large donations or anything like that. Just any little bit that can help. Pay that $300 and almost $70 to be able to broadcast that game.
And again, if we were able to win the next game, again, if we were able to broadcast it, it's the same. We're paying the same amount per game
every time. Yep.
Now, I will say, based on once we get to that third round, a lot of those opponents in that time frame start to get to be on the network, and will make it a little bit more difficult for us. We can't even, make that payment to broadcast. So
that's exactly right.
We'll just have to kind of play each week by ear, based on who we play and everything, and getting that approval. So
follow out on the web. Follow the Howes web page, Facebook page,
Facebook.
I don't know if
our Twitter.
Our
we
Twitter
have Twitter
account as well. We always post that information. I know I also post it to my personal email. I bet probably Bobby and Jared do as well. So if you're friends with me, I usually try and post that information. So Holdenville will take that kickoff. A kick goes out of bounds at the 31-yard line. But again, any way it works, we will be at Community Christian. If you're unfamiliar with Community Christian, it is in between Norman and Moore.
Yeah.
So one thing I would probably anticipate is there probably will be a mask mandate for anybody traveling to
I would
the game.
anticipate.
If
we'll do our best to be able to speak through the mask.
It's not very far from what is Randall University now, but used to be wasn't it Hilldale?
Hilldale, you bet.
Hilldale Bible College.
So, but if you are traveling to the game or planning on traveling, I would plan on bringing a mask, because more than likely you're going to have to wear one to get into the game. Again, we are looking to broadcast it, so hopefully we can broadcast that game for you. Two's played a lot of snaps.
He has.
I don't know what age is he? A senior?
He's a senior. His name's Matt Cox.
So Matt Cox is he's got his money's worth tonight.
Yeah,
that kid
absolutely.
has ran for his life almost the whole game. Probably been their most effective offensive weapon.
Yeah,
running the ball more than anything else.
And give him credit. He's fought from beginning to end.
All season at this point.
Yeah, got to have respect for that.
First and 10 at the 45.
So minute 30 to go in the ball game. 40-8. Nice run that time again by number 4.
Number 4,
Zambrano.
Christian Zambrano, who's a 5'8", 180-pound sophomore.
So I've got to be honest with you, Jared. I've been super disappointed in myself. I've continued to rack my brain for popular Zambrano major league quotes, and I cannot think of any right now. So any that are age appropriate.
Oh yeah,
All I remember is Jobu.
I have the shirt.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
I do it myself. So this is going to bring us under 50 seconds to go in this ball game. So may get 1 or 2 plays off, or we may just.
The only Zambrano I can think of was the guy that when he pitched for the for the Cubs.
Cubs,
yes, for the Cubs.
And then he would pinch hit every now and then because he was huge.
He was a big guy.
I do want to real quick shout out. We asked. We said that we might take donations this week. We didn't get it out posted for everybody, but we want to shout out to Mr. Royce Jones. Royce Dale Jones, who made a larger donation to help us broadcast this week. So thank you to him for helping taking care of that. you know, we can't do it without you guys helping out. So
it's one of those things. Unfortunately, we don't have a budget. So
Yes,
it's one of those things that, and I say we don't have a budget. The school has a budget, but most of this is not something they incorporate into the budget because they don't plan on it.
No,
There's no way to do it.
This is solely new, and you know, and having all this equipment and things like that is not cheap. But it provides a lot of experience to some of these kids, and it's been great so far, and quite honestly, it's pretty fun for us. So.
Well, I was going to say, it allows us three morons to get on here and talk about football every week.
It's a nice stop behind the line by Jake Britt.
So with 14 seconds left, let's talk about the group putting on the broadcast tonight real quick.
So I don't know this guy behind me. Like, I don't. No, it's Duncan Harness basically running the laptop for us.
So if you guys have had a bad experience, make sure it's Duncan's fault.
Yeah, it's all Duncan's fault, every bit of it. You know, out on the camera, I know we've had Jordan Lynn, and Sherry Wyatt. You know, social media, we've had Blaine Hayes, Cassidy Stewart, Anna Richardson. Got a bunch of people out there posting all kinds of stuff.
We have our two Ardmorite.
We have Kiana Adams, Abby Snyder. You know, so we're doing all kinds of stuff, and they're all working hard to get this out to you guys.
So we do the easy stuff, which is just talk on the air and sometimes say stupid stuff. They do all of the hard work behind the scenes, so we couldn't do it without them. We also couldn't do it without Boyd Fulton, our statistician. You know, if you don't follow Boyd on Facebook, you need to, because now it is trivia time, which is my favorite part of the year, which is Davis trivia.
And it's every day. I believe until they are out of the playoffs.
That's exactly right. So again, follow Boyd if you don't, or follow one of us, and we can get you to Boyd. Again, appreciate all he does for the Wolf Nation. So we will be on the road next week against Community Christian. So this has been the Wolves Howl broadcast of the Ground and Pound Wishbone Show. Brad Bentley, Jared Morris, and Bobby Alexander. The team is back. The Dream Team has returned, or Nightmare Team, if that's what you look at. And, again, we will be back hopefully next week. Just watch our post, and we'll let you know when at Community Christian. So thanks for listening. Go Wolves.
Have a good one.